Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Sonic 2. This is I can't even pronounce it. Look at the screen, you know who I am. But here we are, everybody's favorite level in Sonic 2, Metropolis Zone. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this was the entire part, but let's see if we can I don't know, be a little faster than that. Anyway, the last time I had a story I wanted to tell about mixing up memories or stuff like that, so damn it, it goes back in. So I was talking about like the lock-on thing with Sonic and Knuckles, and maybe like having trouble with it was one of the reasons why you know, I ended up playing Sonic and Knuckles on its own more than Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But here's where I'm a little confused, because like I got my Genesis one year for Christmas, and it was obviously before Sonic 3 and Knuckles was released. I remember like the day too, because like my dad did the Christmas story thing where it was like, okay, are we all done opening our presents? Did you guys get everything you wanted? And we're like, yeah, except, you know, Sega. And he's like, oh, well, I think maybe Santa left something behind that chair there. And then me and my sister go there, and it's like, oh my god, it's a Sega Genesis! We love you, Santa. And, so, like, my dad hooked it up that day, and I really remember, the very first thing I did was play Sonic 2, but I was Knuckles. Like, I really remember that specifically. But, obviously, that couldn't have happened, because we didn't get so the Sega Genesis was the one that came with Sonic 2. So, Sonic 3 and Knuckles hadn't been out yet. We didn't have that game then. So why am I remembering playing as Knuckles as, like, my first memory with my Sega Genesis? I mean, unless maybe I got Sonic and Knuckles for, like, the next year's Christmas, and that's what I did with it. The very first thing was hook it up with Sonic 2. Because I was aware of, like, what it could do. So I don't know. But, so I obviously didn't have issues with the lock-on thing. I really don't think I did at all. But I don't know. I don't know why I played Sonic and Knuckles on its own more when I was younger. And you know what? If I had to take a guess, just a stab in the dark, and it doesn't make any sense at all, because you can make the same argument for wanting to do Sonic 3 and Knuckles together, but it was probably because I really liked Knuckles when I was a kid, and I just wanted to play as Knuckles. And it was, I don't know, you started off the game, and there he was, just right off the bat. And like I said, it doesn't make any sense, because you could do the same thing in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. If anything, it was more interesting to do in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, because Knuckles has brand new levels in the same levels that you played through as Sonic. So, I don't know. Either way, to this day, like, when everybody's like, don't play Sonic 3 on its own, don't play Sonic and Knuckles on its own. No, the definitive and only way you should be playing this game is with it locked on together, the way it was meant to be. And I'm like, I get it, I do. You know, it's the way it was meant to be. There were problems with the development that made it, like, you know, it couldn't be what it wanted to be. So that was its workaround. That is how the game was meant to be. It's canon, blah blah blah. I know, just from a personal standpoint with how I like to play games, I just do enjoy playing Sonic and Knuckles more solo than Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I will play Sonic 3 and Knuckles too, don't get me wrong. I probably play Sonic 3 and Knuckles just as often as I just play Sonic and Knuckles on its own. It really just comes down to what I'm feeling when, like, I want to play the game, and how much time I currently have. Like, I have this thing where, like, and it doesn't make any sense at all, because, like, I work weekends, so there's no such thing as, like, that feeling you had when you were a kid, coming home from school on a Friday, and then just, like, you know, staying up real late on a Friday night, and just, like, enjoying the things you didn't do during the week. But sometimes, if I'm, like, closing on Friday night, or if I'm, like, working late on Friday night or something like that, and I come back home, sometimes I kind of just want to feel like, you know what, I want to stop whatever other game I'm working on right now. I just want to have, like, a casual game night tonight. So, like, days like those, if I feel like playing Sonic, that's probably when I'll do, like, Sonic and Knuckles on its own. Other days where it's like, you know, maybe I'm off, maybe I'm not feeling well physically or mentally, you know, I don't really have anything else going on that day, I don't have any other kind of project I'm really working on. I feel like, I just kind of feel like being lazy and playing video games for a while. Maybe one of those days, I'll feel like, you know, I don't really want to work on what I'm working on as the game right now. Let me just have another casual game day. That's when I'll probably do Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Because Sonic 3 and Knuckles will probably take me, like 3.5 hours to get through, probably, if I'm going for all the Super Emeralds. I don't always go for all the Super Emeralds, because thankfully, and this is what I really love about Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and where my whole stance on the Super Sonic thing comes through. When you can get all the Chaos Emeralds, the regular Chaos Emeralds, and, God, get them! Get them all! Damn it! Come on, come on, come on! I'll finish the story in a second. Just, we're not gonna make it. I'll finish it now. Yeah, I don't know what they expect you to do there. There's too many rings you need. Oh, you still do get scored if you don't get the Chaos Emerald. I didn't know that. Okay, anyway, whatever. What was I saying? With the stupid story I have. I forgot which way I was going. Yeah, so you can actually just get all the Chaos Emeralds if you're playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and you still play through the last level that you need the Chaos Emeralds for, so you can be Super Sonic. Just because you lose them all when you go to Mushroom Hill Zone, and that's when you start collecting the Super Emeralds, you don't need the Super Emeralds to get that last one. And I'm actually kind of surprised, because, like, I feel like half the reviews or Let's Plays of people I see talking about the game always say you need all the Super Emeralds in order to play the Doomsday Zone, and I'm like, you don't, though. You just need the Chaos Emeralds. But, you know, I don't know. So, it's fun because it's like, I collect the Chaos Emeralds so I can get that last level. I have Super Sonic, usually to get through the parts of Sonic 3 I don't like, and then I lose Super Sonic so I don't have to worry about activating him and missing out on all the music that I really like, and oh my god, we're in a horrible part. Thank you. I honestly thought we were gonna die there. But I don't know. Jesus, Sonic, man, I'm sorry, like, I do love Sonic, and I guess I do get a little passionate when it comes to Sonic. I guess at the end of the day, I'm also one of those fans that just has a lot to say about the series, but I don't know, there's something about it that just, like, brings it out in people, I guess, just because, you know, when a series has gone on for as long... Man, the enemies in this level are so dumb. Excuse me. Oh man, how far back do I have to go for this thing to reset? Come on. It's like Sonic 1 when you miss a thing you need speed for and you need to backtrack to get that speed. Now, you're stupid. Oh, they do respawn. Alright, that's fine. Just wait until he turns around. Yes. Metropolis Zone definitely has the worst enemies in this game. And it's not necessarily, you know, the enemies Oh, God. Oh, my... Really? Oh, my God. Oh, no, I don't even have any rings! I don't even have any rings! Man... It's not even necessarily that they're, like, bad enemies, it's just their placements suck. They just suck. They're in the, like, most dickish places, but I don't know. We can do it. We've played this game like a million times before. I don't care how bad we're doing, we can get through it. I'm honestly surprised Metropolis Zone wasn't brought back in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, because that's one where, like... damn it. I don't want to risk it, because I don't have rings, Tails. I'll kill you. Because Metropolis Zone, I know Sonic Mania is very fan inspired, so I know... Wow. Wow. So I know it's got that stigma, so I'm kind of surprised they didn't make Metropolis Zone, but, like, made it super freaking hard. Or something like that, like, even harder, even more dickish things, or maybe they could have, like, I don't know, teased it a bit more and it was actually super easy. See, when I have the rings, I have no problem being confident and going. But when I don't have the rings, it's like I have to be super careful, and I end up doing horrible anyway. And I had to jinx it. I just had to jinx it. Alright. Come on, let's finish this level. I didn't mean for Metropolis Zone to take this entire episode, but... God, we're at 10 minutes now, and we're just in Act 2. I think it's gonna happen. Come on. You can do this. Can't really jump off the well as you can in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, unfortunately, and that's one of my favorite things to do in it. Yeah, I honestly wouldn't mind it. No, I actually really did want that shield! Damn it! God, I swear the enemies in this level are the worst! They're the worst! And it's like, by the time you finish this and you're done with all this crap, it's like, you still have a third act to go! And it's like, why? Why was this level 3 acts? There, I jumped off the wall that time. Yeah, I actually have, believe it or not, a really stupid memory about Metropolis Zone 2, and it was the first time I ever got to it. So, the day I got to Metropolis Zone, our family went to the movies, and we saw Babe. I remember that. And I have no idea why. And I don't even want to say it because of how stupid it is. But when no one was looking, like when my family, they must have either been like in the bathroom or they were like getting snacks or something. Oh my god. I was talking to the cardboard cutout for Babe and telling him I made it all the way to Metropolis Zone and complaining about how hard it was. And it's like, I don't know why I was talking to that cardboard cutout. It's not like I loved Babe or anything. I don't even remember the movie. But I guess I just had to tell someone because I was that proud, because it was like the furthest I've ever gotten in the game. No, I don't want to go there! Thank you. But it was just, it was weird. It was so weird. Like, I never really was the kind of guy that had imaginary friends. Like, I remember having an imaginary dog at one point in time, but like, I don't know. It was just, it's something I myself just am confused why I did it. But every time I go through Metropolis Zone again, I always think it's like, remember that time when you were a kid and you were telling Babe that you got to this level? It's like not even, it wasn't even like a stuffed animal I had. It was like literally nothing that I had an emotional attachment. Why? An emotional attachment to. It was literally just the first inanimate thing I guess I could find that could speak, I guess, and it was, I don't mean the cardboard cutout spoke, but I meant like Babe could speak in the movie, so I guess I can just kind of compare it to the, I don't know, it's such a dumb memory, but I couldn't let's play this and not, I don't want to beat, I just want the rings and the shield, and oh my god. I forget, did we make it to Act 3? I honestly don't remember. I was too busy telling a dumb story about Babe. Yeah, something else I kind of heard in recent years was like, you know how Sonic 3 and Knuckles kind of has like, they have transitions between the stages, so it kind of feels like all the levels are connected a little bit more. I had heard like, you know, this level here is where Robotnik builds like the egg capsules and the robots and stuff like that. And, you know, it's here where, like, the Wing Fortress Zone was, like, docked and shipped off, so, like, you know, you finish this level being in Robotnik's factory, and then it's supposed to supposedly be, like, ooh, got him nice. It's supposed to supposedly be, like we're taking off, and, you know, after the Wing Fortress Zone, like, after it was here or whatever. I mean, I don't know if that was, like, in the manual or whatever, but, like, sorry for going slow here. This is the worst part of the level, to be fair. Because it's weird with these star enemies. but they won't move unless you get... Oh my god, really? They won't really move until you get close enough to them. And when you're Sonic on your own, you can go up and do this, and most of the time they won't move. When Tails is with me though, I don't know, I guess he's just like a slight pixel ahead. And he does trigger that zone. Sometimes, I don't know, it's weird, but like seeing all of these Death Stars just lined up on that wall always makes me so nervous. Because it's like, you fall so far, you know? At least when they explode, they're gone for good. At least they don't like respawn or anything like that. But god, we're finally here. I love the music so much, I really do. I didn't mean to say, like, I don't enjoy the boss music in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but there's always, like, a special place in my heart for this one here, just because, I don't know, it's just... It's silly, it's cool, it's like a range of things. It's like the Death Egg robot at the end of this, at the end of the game, really, because it's like... You fight this... You have this badass music that also sounds kind of silly, and it's like... It's a giant Dr. Robotnik robot. It was made in his image. It's like... And that's just why I love Dr. Robotnik so much. It's like he's like this super smart, super capable villain that's just so damn silly at the same time. Oh man, I can't even get up there. Yeah, whenever I did a playthrough of Sonic 2 with Knuckles instead, it's usually Metropolis Zone that gives me a hard time and makes me not finish the game with him, because Knuckles has a shorter jump than Sonic and Tails. So it's like, it's hard for him to hit this boss. I mean, I can barely hit this boss, you know? And then as a last resort, he has this lame laser, but yeah, he's done. 6 minutes, god, that's like the worst time I've ever done on this level. Ugh, god. And it did take, like, as long as the episode I want to go, so I guess in the next one, guys, we'll... I don't know. Maybe we'll try to finish the game in the next one. I don't know if we will or not, but we'll see. See you later.